Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we are entering part 20. 20. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the Apocalypse Challenge. For those of you who are new here, I highly suggest going back to part 1 and following through the absolute roller coaster. But for those of you who are coming back for the 20th time, you guys know that last time we completed the culinary career chef branch, and you can bet your bottom dollar we are going to go in and check out what we can do with this new information. Now, what am I thinking for this? So, obviously, we are limited with space at the moment. We do have Melissa working towards the villain branch of the secret agent career to unlock more space. Not the outside, but more space for the interior. Now, technically speaking, the culinary chef career unlocked fridges, stoves, ovens, coolers, okay? And obviously non-fish items on the grill. We are going to leave the grill because you know what my luck has been like? We have not had great luck. Okay? So I'm also going to add a cooler because I'm really hoping that we can put food in the cooler. So this oven works off the grill, off the grid. Hello. Yeah, it works off the grid. So that's great. Um We're gonna get rid of this sink because, to be honest, it's useless. And we're going to go in and see, like, I don't think there are hold the bus. There are fridges that work off the grid? Excuse me? What? How does that work? We're gonna leave the cooler and stuff just in case because you know what I said? My luck is not great, guys, okay? We are not having this isn't handy dandy. Well, would you look at that? We can put ice in the fridge, and until it melts, it will act essentially as a cooler. That is awesome and a half. Okay, so we'll just have to remember to be really OCD about checking the ice, which is fine. You know what I mean? OCD is like in me anyway. Um, who are you? Oh, sweetie, no. No, we won't be needing you, but thank you so much. Because you were actually flirting with Evangeline, but it turns out that now she's infertile, sweetie. So sorry. Um, yes. So to recap last time for those who didn't get to watch or for those who missed it, yes, Carmen finally completed her career, like, just in the nick of time, to be honest. And we were working towards Evangeline being the matriarch of the next generation, okay? Because she is the youngest of the lot, and now, obviously, as you can see, Carmen is an elder, so hello, time crunch. And she did get pregnant, but unfortunately, she had a miscarriage and you know, in turn ended up leaving her infertile. And so then we had to have Melissa go out the following day to, look for a miracle at this point. She is so close to being an elder. I don't even know if we are going to be able to pull this off, which kind of stresses me out a little. Now, we did find someone for her, and was it, Carmen's work rival from a few weeks ago? Absolutely. Absolutely, it was. And you know what? Doesn't even matter because at this point, anyone will do. We are obviously not adding anyone to the household at this point. So we, like I said, are going to have to plan better to bring other people into the house. We are probably going to have to start looking for people while they're teenagers, maybe, or even children at school. Like, hello. But yeah, so we're gonna have to plan better so that we're actually adding someone who is a fresh young adult, okay? Because we really need someone to complete the education administration career. All right. That is what's going to unlock the teens to be able to go to high school. And that is what is going to keep us from circling down the drain pipe of the dropouts, okay? Because right now, that is exactly what's happening. Now, I've mentioned this before, it's been a while, but we do have enough careers at the moment for college dropouts that are not locked behind other careers that we can do, okay? We are not going to fail, hopefully. Hopefully, we are not going to fail. But yeah, we do have enough careers that we could probably do another like generation or two. I don't want as many children this generation okay, coming. As like, I don't want another 6 kids in the house. I found it very chaotic, and it was hard to make sure that everyone was super happy and, like, going through the motions, obviously, because there were so many of them, and I think the only reason that we were so, quote, unquote, "successful," okay, was because a lot of them did part-time. Oh my goodness, Melissa has a work rival. No! You have got to be joking me. Is this actually happening as often for you guys as it's happening here for my gameplay? 2 work rivals, a layoff. Come on, guys. Honestly, I have never had this much trouble in gameplay as I do right now in the Apocalypse Challenge. It is I swear, I said it last time, it's like the game knows that I am trying to be awesome right now doing this challenge, and they're like, "Mm-mm, not today. None for you, Glen Coco," and that's what it feels like. So, "Oh no, clean out spoiled food. Current ice level in the fridge is 100." Well, does it work or does it not work? Okay, well, I guess for now we're just gonna be making fresh food, which is completely fine. I am totally fine with that. Yeah. Okay, so we got thrown in for a loop there, and that's fine because you know what? We know that work rivals after, like, about a week go away on their own. Only problem is that now with this work rival, I don't know if Melissa's gonna make it. I don't know if she's gonna complete her career. This is quite sad. Because a whole week, she's only on level 8, and of course, as we've discovered, she is doing the career that has 11 levels. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Feel like it worked out for some, and it's not gonna work out for others, and all I can say is that I hope that the next generation does better. Obviously, I did say if we complete 4 careers, I will be pleased. So, we have completed 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 1 full-time career completed, though. The rest were all part-time, which is unfortunate, but it is still a career, and there are 64 of them. There are 64 careers, and we have completed Felicity, Hannah, Jules, Rachel, and Carmen. So we've completed 5. So only 59 careers to go, guys. That's not too many, is it? 59 careers? That's not too bad. Okay. I'm, like, quiet here, but it's because my brain is going a mile a minute. Said it. I know I repeat myself a lot, but it's because I can't remember if I've actually said it, like, recently or before. As soon as I enter this household, it is like a free for all in my head, right? I know I've talked about that before, because I never know, like, I always put what I'm thinking aside, and then I think fresh while I'm playing for this week, because every single week is new. Last week, I thought, "Yes, you know what? Melissa can do this. It's fine." This week, I'm thinking, "Holy moly, she gonna make it." But here's what we do know, okay? If she can get pregnant, yes, by Carmen's work rival, and here he is, Joshua Green. Thank you, Mr. Green, hopefully for your donation. It should keep her from aging up because Sims don't age when they're pregnant. So, it will extend her life slightly. However, she is going through a work rivalry. So, she will need these extra days just to make up for the fact that she's in the middle of a work rivalry. In the meantime, we can work hard and, you know, keep her going. There he is. So, we are gonna try and invite him again just in case she's not actually pregnant from the first time. Um, yeah, honey, rub his face, do all the things. Filth kills the fun. Uh, yeah, it probably does. Didn't stop your mother and father, though, let me tell ya. Didn't stop them a lick. They just kept popping you guys out left, front, and center. There was absolutely no sense of anything. Wait, why are you not following? Darling, come visit us in our filthy cavern. This little box over here, just come on back. It wasn't that bad, was it? Oh my god, stopping him at the end of the road like a desperate, desperate animal. A sleepover sounds great. Yes. There was nothing that said that we couldn't have a sleepover, okay? So sleepovers, residence keys, and a hope and a prayer is what we're using to procreate at this time. Now, Evangeline is working out. I need her to max her skill because frankly, this punching bag has caught fire 2 weeks in a row. So I need her to be, like, on top of her game. I'm so sad that she cannot bear children, like and she, like, wanted a baby, okay, like, would be happy to have a baby. Now for those of you who are actually new to my channel, and this is your first time, thank you so much for joining us. I don't play without the RPO mod. So, what does that mean? It means that there are a lot of little things, especially with pregnancy and family and, relationships that are different. So, like, abortions, miscarriages, insemination, surrogacy, adoption, like all of those things happen in my game. Obviously, we are not using any of those aspects except for obviously they can have miscarriages. And there is also a sense of actually trying for a baby. So, we didn't see that with Felicity, obviously, because let me tell you, she was very fertile. But some Sims actually have a normal fertility level, like in cycles, and so they will not get pregnant every single time when trying for a baby. But the same goes for Woohoo because there is no protection, but we are still following the rules. We are still choosing try for pregnancy. But the Woohoo option actually also gives you a chance of that anyway. So just to inform everybody, now that we're 20 parts in, they're probably wondering how it was ever possible. It is not a part of the main game, okay? I don't play super modded. There is no other like CC in the game. It is just that. And that is because that is a personal preference for my gameplay and that is how we play. So, welcome. Carmen is dying from starvation and yes, it is a sad thing, but it's actually the most exciting thing that I'm feeling. We are grateful for everything that she has done, and we are excited that she has completed her career, and this is a very happy moment, and Grim is like, "Why am I always at this lot?" Like, honestly, why am I always here? But we also thank him for his service because he does great work, okay? He's very efficient when he comes now. Alright, Mr. Green, what can we do for you? You can go now, right? You can go. There is no need for you to stay any longer than necessary. I am a little sad that we can't actually use the cooler, like, to put stuff in. Why was that not made into an option? Like, why can't I open the cooler like the fridge and put stuff in there? Even if it only kept things fresh for, like, half the time of the fridge, right? So instead of, like, I don't know, however many days, could be, like, 2 days or 3 days or whatever, you know? So that way it's like you're still getting like, the happy medium, I guess, instead of just, like, a quick meal. I mean, I'm not putting cereal in a cooler. I'll tell you the only time I use a cooler is when we lose power, because these past few years, I'm sure much like every other place I mean, by all means, we do not get hit like Florida. I don't know, last year, Florida, I just, like I'm not the praying type, but I sent hopes for them last year because that was rough, but we do now get more systems and hurricanes and all of those things up the coast. I live in the Maritimes, so we sometimes get touched by that, and so we use the cooler for that, and I have a lot of, like, other things, obviously. I don't have a generator. There's something about generators that are just not for me, um, you know, but, yeah, I have a lot of, like, chargers and stuff like that so that we can still use, like, a cooktop and stuff, but a cooler is what we put food in, not cereal. You know what I mean? Yes, we'll probably put the milk and the coffee cream and, the water and stuff in there, but, like, I'm not going in the cooler for cereal, you know? not going in there for just yogurt. We, like, prepare food and put it in there, right? In preparation. But, yeah, that's what I was kinda hoping this cooler would be, that I could open it and put food inside, but boy, I am wrong. Alright, so we do have work coming. It is Tuesday. Melissa, honey, you have to make the most of every single second because, like, work rivals, it won't allow her to get a promotion at this time, but she can still work hard so that she can be ready once the work rivalry is done, right? And as we see here, Evangeline just got another promotion. So she is a level 8 right now, but now she needs more skill, which is why we were working on fitness. Her daily task is still like study opponent. It's been that since like the dawn of time, I feel. And I'm pretty sure that has to do with the computer, which we're not using. And I don't really want to repeat myself, but you guys know what I mean. We can't have the computer, even though we're allowed for the work tasks. We don't have one. Um, all right, so she's back from work now. We're gonna take his residence keys back because we were using him for Evangeline, and sweetie, she's like out of the running. I need you to like read the room, Mr. Grove. Okay, read the room. Yeah. So Melissa just came back from work. She is feeling a bit of a mental fog, but that's fine. She's stuck in a work rivalry anyway, so it's not like a huge deal. Now, luckily, because they are sad, they can actually do more. And I noticed that right after we let Pan go and we allowed him to expire, it was, like, the best thing that he could have ever done for us, and the 6 kids could actually work towards their skills for a half a second. Ooh, she's confident. There we go, there's our level 9. The girl, Ivy. Yeah, to ghost presents. It's just one of your sisters, I think it's Rachel. Yeah, it is Rachel, I can tell by the long shirt and the long skirt. Alright. So here's the situation. Melissa is indeed ready for promotion, which we could really use, to be honest. Now, I think it was a week before the workplace rival went away. We had it with Carmen. I think it was a week. I'm not entirely sure. But Carmen worked more often than Melissa does, so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, guys. Look at this. Look at this situation. Just put the fire out. This is because they live in the desert, isn't it? Can't do anything. Oh, do you see that little nauseous thing over there? Do we have a bump? Oh my god, are we having a baby? Melissa, where are you? Goodness. Melissa, are we having a baby? Are you saving this challenge right now? Is there a bump there? Oh my goodness, there is. All right, here's to hoping, like crossing our fingers this one works out, okay? We need this child. At the absolute bare minimum, we need this child. Whether or not we have any more, this one needs to work out because Evie is like out of the running. And frankly, I don't think my heart can take it. I don't think my heart can take it at this moment, guys. I need her like super happy and fed and slept and all of the things that I feel would, you know, bring her towards losing this baby, like all of the things, like overeat, girl, oversleep, overdo all of the things, okay? And have a nap because it looks like you're sick. Unbalanced meals. Oh, it's because I'm having them have cereal too often. It's because it's quick, okay? How can you tell me that you are okay eating fish on a stick your entire life, and yet now you're having cereal and it's unbalanced? Some kinda joke? Let's get real here, okay? Alright, so we are gonna have her max the charisma skill. It's no longer in her, like, skills that are necessary, but I just wanna complete it just in case it comes back around, okay? Right now, she needs logic and mischief because she is a part of the villain branch. So, she is getting her mischief by, like, using mischief on people, okay, because we don't have a computer to, like, troll the forums and do all those other awesome things. So we are having to rely solely on mischievous interactions, which luckily is something that she actually needs for her daily task. So it's all kind of just working out for now. But I also have to be careful because some Sims will really take offense to that. Melissa is pregnant. Unwanted pregnancy, of course. Of course, she doesn't want one. Of course. Of course, the one who wanted a child couldn't just have the child. It had to make it difficult. I swear, this game is like coming at me. But yeah, okay. So that's fine. We can try to bond with the baby once it's here because we can't do anything else. Like in my thoughts, in the middle of an apocalypse, all right? You're not going to therapy for your unwanted child, okay, to make yourself happy about it. You'll deal with it once the child gets here. Like, let's get real. Okay. I don't really know how else to say that. All right. But the RPO would normally allow us to go to counseling and, like, therapy essentially for the unwanted child, and then eventually she would get the option to make peace with her pregnancy, and then, they have, like, a pretty normal relationship after that between mother and child. So, yeah. Unfortunately, though, we are doing the apocalypse challenge, and we can't have if we can only try for a baby until a doctor is unlocked, I feel like a lot of these other things that come with the pregnancy and RPO should also be locked, okay? There is, like, birth control and everything like that, and so we are not going to be using that, obviously, until we unlock the doctor career, but again, this is, like, to my discretion. This is how I am playing because it just seems right. Like, it just seems like that's the way it should be. Like, for example, if all of these things were actually a part of the game and not a mod, I would have hidden almost everything behind the doctor career, okay? And then some other things behind, you know, uh attorney for separation and, like, custody of the children, and the relationship stuff I woulda hid behind, one of the love consultant career branches or something like that, you know? I am trying to always stay true to what belongs with what, but yeah. So if we were notified, that means that she's in her 2nd trimester, so the odds of her losing the baby go down the closer she gets to the 3rd trimester. I have not had a sim lose a baby in the 3rd trimester ever. So, 24 hours and we can feel pretty confident that this baby is ours, okay? I mean, I feel pretty confident right now, but, like, I don't know, right? I don't know. Sometimes it happens, like, on a whim, but we need this kid, okay? We need this kid immediately. It's like, I don't know, elders can get pregnant, I think, with the RPO mod. So it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I don't know. I'm really nervous. I feel like I needed to wait this long to have any more babies because there was too much going on in the house. There was too many careers going on. But at the same time, I'm, like, feeling really stressed that we waited this long. It's like, I I don't know, it's, like, bittersweet, I guess, like rock in a hard place. "Honey, you need to go eat. Didn't you just hear me when I said I need you to overeat and oversleep and overdo all the things? I'm gonna need you to follow through on that." And of course, Evie, like I said, we know she's gonna need that level 10 fitness, so we're just gonna get her to do it right now. Look at the moves. She's actually a level 10 in cooking. She did really well. She was she was a pretty good sim, Melissa. Like she was, but I think she lucked out when she aged up to a young adult, she got the genius trait, and I think that's really helped her. She's obviously still irresponsible and she's still a dropout like the rest of them, but she was an all-around good sim. Like she learned really well. She maxed her logic like really early on. She's obviously just maxed her charisma. She maxed cooking like the last episode or two. Like, she did pretty good considering, obviously. Now, bottom of the ninth, she's coming in for the win, keeping this legacy going so we don't lose this challenge. Generation 1. First of all, Chipmunk. Is that really the Sims name? Chipmunk? That can't be right. That's gotta be like an NPC or something. Chipmunk. I mean, listen, I have named my Sims a lot of things. Listen, when I did the 100 baby challenge for the first ever time, I was on TikTok back then, so this would have been, like, 3 years ago, and the only way I could think of keeping track of how many kids we have without having to go back and forth was to name them the numbers that they were. So, first baby was 1, second baby was 2, third baby 3, and so on and so forth, and so, you know, um, it is what it is. I've named my Sims, like, many different things, but like, Chipmunk was just not one of them. Alright, so we are having a bit of a glitch here, and this has happened once or twice with Felicity, but essentially what happens is that when you're the RPO mod, it, like, doesn't register because the moodlet changes. You're sad for the first 2 trimesters, and then you're tense for the last one when you don't want a baby and you are pregnant. So, I think sometimes it just glitches and it doesn't register the change, and so then you've got 2 pregnancy moodlets. So, her needs go down so much quicker, right? And we don't really want that. So we just get went out and then back in. It didn't change anything except for rearrange her moodlets, okay? For that. They are still super uncomfortable, super unhappy, like nothing else changed. But I do feel like all of a sudden coming back into the house, like all this dust just fell onto us. I also feel like I want to try the fridge again. Like I do and I don't. I don't want to waste the food. I want to use family recipes. I want to be able to get leftovers. Carmen has discovered information about a hatchable egg has been added to the notebook. What is a hatchable egg? Just one of the chicken's eggs? I don't understand. Looks like a pumpkin and a chicken. Because I've never played with livestock. Does that make me a terrible simmer? There's actually a lot of things that I have not played with that we may see here in this challenge, okay? Like, I have not played all of the careers, so some of them are new. Some of them I am trying out for the first time with the forever save. I'm using that as a, like, base of operations, essentially, which is good because the forever save file is meant to do things that you don't normally do, really, and, get invested into it, and so, the green tech, I do have someone doing green tech, and, right now I have a part of the members' families, I have someone that I've created that's going to college, and they're gonna be an actress, so I wanna try that out because I find, like I've said it once and I'm gonna say it again, the actress career to me was not properly done. It is set up in the same way that the interior design is set up, but you're moving like, I don't know, doesn't work as well as the interior design, and I don't know if it's because you're also relying on other NPCs to do things that you need them to do to get your stuff done, but I don't know, there's something about the actor and actress career that just doesn't sit well with me at this point. So I'm trying to figure out if maybe we need to just make sure to unlock college and go to college prior. Because yes, eventually all of our Sims will be going to college. And let me tell you, because they will start off way ahead and have most of their skills already. I mean, this is not happening tomorrow, right? It's happening already? Are you sure? We don't even have a bassinet. Are you sure it's happening right now? Oh, yeah, look at her. She's huge. Okay. Why don't we have a little nap? And when you get up, the baby will be here, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Poor Evie, lost her baby, now she gotta witness her sister have one. I mean, listen, fortunately, this is just a game, okay? But still kinda sad, it is kinda sad. It's a girl! Wow, so we lost another boy, but we're having another girl, so what is it with the male Sims, guys? Right, so we did have a girl, we named her Addison, we changed her last name to Green. Yeah, that's about right. We are moving this baby, though, you betcha. Now, I know technically we're not supposed to move anything more than one by one, but if you were here last time, you already know that the baby I do move, and I do that because the baby is set up with 2 blocks, it's a 1 by 2 because your sim needs to stand in front of the baby, okay? Like, your sim then becomes a part of the object when it starts interacting with the baby. That's why it's got 2 blocks, but to me, the baby itself is 1 block, okay? So, I move it, and that's that. Like, there's no other way to go about it, that's that. I'm feeling very unsatisfied with our relationship. Sweetie, what are you even still doing here? Didn't we take away your residence keys? Or, like, are you just letting us know? Someone made us some food. Thank you so much. Alright, Melissa, tend to your child. Oh, look, she's breastfeeding immediately. She must know. She must remember. So we are gonna click on this a couple times and see if she will bond with her child. That way she won't be so tense when around the baby, because we could use a little less of the tenseness. Oh, good. There we go. Took a little bit of time, but Melissa is now at peace with her child. She will do her best to be a good parent to Addison. Thank you so much, Melissa. Excuse me? A fire? Evie, did you do that on purpose? Did you though? Was it an on purpose thing or what's happening? All right, so we are actually going to try and squeeze in another child here, okay? I know. I know I'm crazy. But we're going to try and squeeze in another child with Joshua, but we can't invite him over. He does have the residence keys, so he may show up, but I also don't want to wait for that. So we are just going to randomly click on his portrait to see if he's in the neighborhood, because when you click on it and he is in the neighborhood, it will say, like, lock the camera, focus the camera. Okay, he will be around. And so we are going to randomly check to see if he's around, and then we will find him, and then we will try again because only one sim makes me really nervous because then we have the entire challenge in the hands of this little Addison, okay? And of course, we are gonna go choose the preference of breastfeeding. I think some Sims will automatically do bottle feeding, obviously, if they're not the mother. So, they are automatically gonna do bottle feeding, but, you know, Melissa only works 3 days a week, so we should be okay. It's only for newborns and infants. After that, they're toddlers, and it's a free-for-all. Who's this? Oh, no, I don't think so. We can try again. You know what I mean? We can try again, but from what I understand, he's not interested in romance with female Sims, maybe? He didn't really specify. Not interested with you, like, we don't know. He's just not interested in women, is all we know. So, that's fine, and I'm gonna need you to step away from the door, okay? So many things are broken in the house. Oh my goodness. Who's this? Oh, no, that was Evie's old flame, right? The one that walked away because she stank? Oh, no. I mean, Melissa, you can do this, girl. While we're waiting for this work rivalry to end and you're just waiting for that next promotion, you can pop out like another 1 or 2 children, hopefully, before you're an elder. I mean, I hadn't really thought about what we would do. She was to like expire with a newborn or an infant. I'm not entirely sure what we would do then. The bottle feeding and the breastfeeding. Like, we're not actually expected to let our children go hungry. Like, even in the apocalypse, we would go hunting for formula if we needed it, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That's what they did on The Walking Dead, guys. Ugh, I don't know. Have you guys ever watched The Walking Dead? Let me know. It is probably one of my all-time favorite shows. Like, and I'm being so for real right now. I do have a few, but there is something about the feeling I get when I watch The Walking Dead that, um, I don't know. It's like a sense of belonging, but, like, not really. It's like it's a weird feeling, but it is the best. And you know what's funny is that my mother, for the longest time, because, like, you know what? I watch, like, horror, thriller, suspense, like, you name it, supernatural, whatever, okay? I watch it, and I think they're awesome. Now, my mom was never into that, okay? Like, for my birthday one year, she took me and a couple friends to the movies. We were watching, like, the Amityville Horror, okay? And she had to, like, cover her eyes the whole time, okay, because we were young, obviously, we weren't driving, but anyway, and now for the past couple years, we've been doing, like, an Oktoberfest, like, watch style, you know what I mean? Not necessarily, like, drinking or anything, but we've been watching, like, scary shows and stuff like that every October, the countdown to Halloween, essentially, and I've been doing that for her because she loves Halloween. So one year, I decided, like, before we start Oktoberfest, why don't we watch The Walking Dead, okay? And she was like, "No, there's no way, there's too many zombies, I'm not doing it, like, they sound awful, and that's not my style." Anyway, I said, "Well, why don't you watch a couple of shows, and if you don't like it, I won't ask you again." And the way that we ran through 15 seasons in so little time was absolutely surreal. And to this day, she says there will never be another show like The Walking Dead for her. And I feel as her daughter that was a very proud moment for me because you're welcome, mother. But yeah. Anyway, so we are back and after my little, facts about Sam and life with Sam, we are technically early morning on Sunday, and we did woohoo with Joshua again. I don't know if she is pregnant again. We will have to wait to find out. Um, I'm just going around, like, repurchasing everything, repairing things that were broken. Um Oh, we're in fall? Oh my god, it's raining. Oh my god, it's raining. Everything else doesn't matter. It's raining. Everybody get up. Get up. It is the first time we have seen rain in, like, way too long. I don't even care that it's a thunderstorm, Melissa. You gave birth in the apocalypse. You can have a shower out in the thunderstorm, all right? You can do this. Oh my goodness. Rain. Oh, hallelujah. Joshua, I can't answer your phone call, okay? I can't answer that. Goodness. Like, is there a bump? I don't think so. I think we are gonna have to wait. So we are trying to make a family meal. The fridge still says that there is 100% ice, okay? And I'm starting to believe that we can accept that. And we're gonna try putting stuff into the fridge, and we'll I don't know, I guess we'll see next time to see if it lasted for more than 3 minutes or 8 hours like it should. Oh, Josh was just picking up what we're putting down. Yes, we gave birth. We're gonna woohoo one more time with him just to make sure and seal the deal, and we will have to wait until next time to see if she's pregnant and if we can get out of this work rivalry because it is all the way halfway through Sunday, and that's it for us this week. So, until next time, see ya.